Hi guys, good to have you back on the channel. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through how you can identify clashing frequency within your mix. This can be the reason why your mix is not sounding like your pro producer mix. And trust me, after watching this video, you're going to be leaving with something valuable. By the way, I'm the Reagan. If you're new here, do consider hitting the sub button to be a part of this channel. Like the video and share the video with somebody in need of video like this. With all that being said, let's dive into the video. For the purpose of today's video, we're going to be using the Pro Q3. If you have the Pro Q4, it's fine, you can use it. But in my case, we're going to be using the Pro Q3 for this video. And I've set up this production that we're going to be using for the demonstration of this. Now, what I'm going to do is come on the mixer here. We have three organ out of the organ playing. We have the Vox, we have the sax, we have the guitar. And these are the three organs that perhaps might be going against each other in this mix, right? The vocal and the sax are literally playing the same reading. So one way or the other, we might have a problem. And the guitar, on the other hand, is playing in similar range, right? That's the reason I isolated the three organs so we hear exactly what we're gonna fix. Right now, let's play this, and then I'm going to load up the one on the sax, and let's play. Yeah, that's exactly what you hear. You hear the guitar, the lead guitar, and you hear the sax, and you hear the Vox. They are all playing rare. They are not far from each other in the range. Though this is kind of sounding a little bit clearer right now, but let's see how we can identify what's still going wrong, right? Because there's something going wrong here. Now to do that, you're gonna come to this pre-post session of your Fabfilter Pro Q3. Initially, when the voice will play, you saw red and white line red. That's because that's the sidechain line. So the sidechain channel here is the Vox channel, and we are on the sax channel as the main channel. So the sax is up here, and the Vox channel is here. The way Fabfilter work is if you have instance of Fabfilter Pro Q on any channel, is going to register in the other instance of Fabfilter, right? Like for example, I have Fabfilter load up on the vocal channel. It's going to register in the Fabfilter that is load up on the sax channel. That's exactly what happened here. It's going to be identified as the sidechain, right? Now if we play here, and to identify the frequency that are clashing, I recommend you use the freeze option. See what's happening if we on the freeze, right? And also on this one, this is going to indicate where the frequencies are in your performance. So on this, okay, so I don't want this other feature being on, so it won't interrupt us. It's useful, but for this case I don't want it being on. So you see there's a ray line from the bottom here of the spectrum to the top here, right? And you have a little bit of it here lesser than this one, and you also have it here, right? This is indicating that you have a problem with your frequency in this area, right? So for the vocal, the guitar, and the sax, normally they are all playing here. And if you check the hertz here, we are kind of around the 400 the 500 hertz range, right? That's where you have the body of the vocal, you have a body of the guitar, and you're also going to have the body of the sax in that same range. So by all means, there's something gonna go wrong there, right? The way to go about this is either you reduce the gain level of the guitar or the sax or the vocal, right? But since this is not the lead vocal, I rather reduce the gain of the vocal, right? Because this is just a voice chant. So what I'm going to do is you can either reduce the gain by coming to your fader knob here. It's coming to your fader knob here and reduce the gain here, right? Or maybe you add the frequency balance on your chain and then reduce the gain from it, right? But the best and recommended way to do that is to use the same EQ to do that, right? So initially where the frequency we're clashing is at the 400 and 500 hertz range, right? What I'm going to do now, I'm going to come on the vocal channel because that's the one I want to affect. I could do this on the sax, I could do this on the guitar, right? But I choose to do this on the Vox because the Vox is not the lead in this case. The voice is just something in the background to follow up the atmosphere, to give the beat that kind of a atmosphere vibe, right? So that's the reason I'm taking my chances on the vocal, right? You don't want to destroy the body of the lead organ, because you have to make it feel rich. You have to make it feel present as possible, right? That's the reason I'm taking my chances with the vocal. In your case, you may take your chances with the sax, you may take your chances on the guitar, but for this case, let's do it with the vocal, right? Hope you understand that. Now I have the Pro Q3 load up on the vocal here, right? Initially the problem was at the 400 Hz, but regardless, we can still do it here. Now we on the vocal channel. Like I said, instance of Fabfilter Pro Q3 on the sax channel is going to register in the instance on the vocal channel, right? So click the same pre-post. Now since we are on the vocal, the sax channel is now the side chain channel, right? So let's click on it. Then the frequency from it now will be the one displaying up here, right? And let's take our freeze and off this one. I don't want it. And let's play again to see. So to tell you how accurate this is, remember when we did the scan the first time, we got the same 3 line track, right? And now we did the scan again while we are on the vocal channel, and we have the same 3 track. This is accurate, and this is just there to help you identify stuff that your ear is not yet trained to hear, and you go about facing it visually if that's what you want, right? Now you can double click here to add a point, add a point, add a point. So I have 3 points here. It's not all cases that you might want to dog it down. Get me here? It's not all cases you might want to dog it down. Sometimes you might just feel like, yeah, it's detectable. In that range, you are liking the vocal body, and you just want to bring it up. So you can boost it up if that's what you want, right? And another stuff I want you to do, if you are dogging it down, don't just dog it down. I recommend you use the dynamic function. That is, if you dog it down, it's not going to be dog down throughout. It's going to be on the average, but whenever you have a frequency that is trying to pick the range of the dynamic you set, it's going to be dog down. I hope you understand that, because it's quite easy to understand. Let's put this in demonstration so you see what I'm talking about. So this is where I want to do the dog down, right? So what I'm going to do initially is I'm going to then dog it like just a little bit here like this, and I'm going to close this one here by turning this one. I want to make it a little bit small, so I just focus here. Hold the Alt key, that's on, and then hit this here from here. You see the range, right? You're going to be working with this range, right? And this where is going to be in more focus, right? Now we have already dogged it a little bit. Now let's do the dynamic to do more dogging. So if we then do the dynamic here to minus 2 dB or minus 3 dB, however you want it to go, right? Now it's already set. Let's see what happened. You see it? So whenever I'm pronouncing the saliva that is reaching the level, it's going to do. But if I stop, nothing's going to happen, because there's nothing reaching the vowelation length, right? Hope you understand that. And let's do the same for the rest of it here. And then, yeah, we good. You can, you can hold the control and Alt to just make it a little bit narrow, and then bring it down. If you hold the Alt, you're going to bring it in a vertical line like this. If you leave the Alt and hold this one, you're going to take it in a horizontal order like this, right? And if you hold the control Alt, you're going to learn narrow or widen up this stuff, right? That's a video for another day. You know me, I love sharing ideas with you guys. And let's just take it down. And you can right click here and take make dynamic. It's going to turn dynamic. You take make dynamic as well. It's going to turn dynamic. And yeah, you just do whatever stuff. I'm just doing this because I'm following the video, but this should be done while hearing the song. This is not a video game that you are just dying in figure. Be hearing the song and be doing this. Sake of the video, I'm just dying it in. But please, I advise, be hearing the song and be doing this, right? So that's one of the reasons you might wanna use the freeze option here. You see, all through this time, it has been freeze, and we're able to play exactly where we wanna play. How cool that is, right? And there are a lot more feature about this Pro Q3 that I'm gonna be sharing with you on this channel. All you have to do, just hit the sub button to be a part of this channel, because there are a lot more interesting video coming up on this channel. I'm your boy Dio again. I'm all about sharing the ideas with you, man. Let's continue. Perhaps let's say I'm done. I've already identified the frequency I wanted, right? And I've already worked around it. I've already fine tuned it however I want to fine tune it, right? Let's say, yeah, I'm done. This is it. And that's how the process continues and continues. And you can just apply that trick on whatever frequency you feel go against each other. The same work for the bass line, right? Do you know that kind of a trick where we use on the bass line, we dot the bass whenever the kick is hitting, right? It also work for that, right? And let me know if you want me to do a video on that. I can do a clearer explanation on that for you, and trust me, you're gonna learn something from that video as well. Okay guys, so I call it, this is the end of the video. I do hope you learned something from this video, and this video did help you, because it's my intention to make impact on your music journey, and I do hope I'm making that impact. By the way, I'm Dio again. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the sub button to be a part of this channel, like the video, and share this video with somebody who's in need of video like this. With all that being said, I do hope to catch you on the next video. Peace out.